Hey there, Taurus. What's up? It's your girl Raven. Welcome to your message. I'm going to dive in, okay? So, Taurus, I just kind of did a little pre shuffle to save some time here before I started the camera up. And I just want to say that this is going to be a pretty deep one, okay? Somebody here may be looking down the path of divorce at this time, okay? There's been some type of deception here, some type of illusion that's been going on in your life, Taurus. Um, Someone here may have been in an unhappy marriage. There's a love affair that may have been going on, or a lot of flirting, or someone has some type of forbidden temptation here and it's leading them down the path of divorce. Like I said, we've got bottled up justice and forbidden. Like something is going on here. And whatever has happened here, whichever scenario this is, Taurus, is leaving you feeling shattered with a broken heart. You guys could be having panic attacks over it. This feels like a shock. Like you guys could be crashing out over this, or maybe this is past energy, or if this is someone you know, someone is really having a really tough time right now. They're in their emotions. This is insane. And I really feel like that someone intuitively knew that something was going on with their person, but they may have been in denial about it. There's a tether between you and the person that you care about. You guys have such a strong bond, or just strong. You guys are just really, really attached to one another, telepathically. Even maybe even you can probably send this person intuitive messages. I mean, you guys, you usually know this person's energy, and you know when it shifts. So when this person may have started doing the things that they were doing, you knew something was up. You could not prove it physically, not on the 3D, but in the 5D, you knew. You knew, Taurus. You did. So now you're done. Completely done. Moving on, ending cycles, learned a lesson, coming full circle. So yeah, something's come full circle now. And I think you're starting to understand that this person just is not compatible with you. You guys have this divorce could be for irreconcilable differences. Whatever this is that's come out, I really feel like that again, you knew something was up. This may have gone on for a long period of time. Taurus, I know you guys are the family of the zodiac. You guys love, I mean, about family and bonds and, the home life and, making sure bills are paid and stability and material wealth. And not saying that it's all surface level, not saying that at all. My grandmother was a Taurus and she means a lot to me. And so is my nephew. And both of them are like the rocks in our family. Okay. But what I'm saying is that you have this dynamic in your mind for the life that you want, and I don't want to call it sad, but I feel like it's sad that it didn't get to come true. Okay. So I really feel like that this was something you felt was going on for a while, and you may have kept it bottled up, not really opened up to yourself. Someone may have been in denial for a very long time. I'm also getting that somebody here kept whatever injustices was, somebody kept this bottled up for a long time. I really feel like this is a marriage. I mean, if this is not a marriage, this is something contractual. So if you're not married to this person, it could be like common law, like where you guys have been together for like 30 years and never gotten married, but just always have been together and could even have kids and grandkids, I actually have something like that in my family where I have two cousins that have been together for, I mean, so long that their kids have kids and they're about to be great grandparents. I mean, like, and they've never gotten married. But my point is that, yeah, so this is something contractual. A life was built around this. But the thing is that it seems as though somebody wasn't as happy as you thought they were. You may have felt like they were happy. They may have put on a facade, and you may be discovering that they weren't the whole time. But you felt like something was up here. Somebody felt locked into something they were not happy in. This may have been you or your person. Someone feels like that they're unable to move forward because someone is just non-committal at this point. Someone could have a sex addiction. Okay, take it how it resonates. Okay, and I really feel like that someone has come to the realization, and it may be, and I'm not gonna say for some of you guys, you may have known like this ain't gonna work. I don't know why I'm staying. You could be delaying the inevitable, but now I feel like someone's like, you know what, this is it. I can't go past this. I can't. I refuse to move on past this. It's just too much to deal with here. It is. Like enough is enough. I can't do this. Yeah, someone here, they're a social creature. There's nothing wrong with that. But someone here is like always in somebody's face, or they're always looking. They have a wandering eye, perhaps, or someone here is, yeah, look, and they get tempted. Someone here could also be tempted or paying for, company, like paying for prostitutes and stuff. You feel me? Yeah, somebody very much is tempted also by the people they work with. Someone may have a group of friends they work with, and they may all exhibit this kind of behavior. Like, for example, somebody can be an older guy or an older woman hanging with a younger crowd, or have younger friends, or their coworkers are younger and they want to fit in, or their family, something like that. There's a dynamic of like a group of people who may live this sort of lifestyle, and this person is tied up in it. But I'm also getting that someone here is just very much just tempted by people who offer them things. Yeah, and someone here has very much been enlightened to it. And I feel like that's you, Taurus, or cross watcher. This was a blessing in disguise for you. Okay, because this taught you about self-love, about being independent, about choosing yourself here. And I really feel like that you gained insight, Taurus, about what it means to really care and to have care and support for someone to actually feel that way towards you. Excuse me, guys. You guys have a vision in your head about what parenthood is supposed to be like. You guys, like I said, this is like a family dynamic. Some of you guys, it is. It's like family oriented here. But yeah, somebody here was definitely wearing a mask. They were. They, like I said in the beginning, somebody here was. They had this image that everything was fine. They were just going along with the flow, like, yeah, this is what I want, And they were very much like that. There was a demon. There was a monkey on their back. It's insane here. Okay, let me get into some tarot. Tell me about this deception here. Eight of Cups. Someone feels very disappointed in themselves, and I'm sure you feel the same, and you're walking away. Someone also can have abandonment issues as well. Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, like I said, disappointment. Someone could be moody. Someone's a heartbreaker. Also, someone here could be expressing, like, I feel like there's a talk that may have happened between you and this person, where you may have said, hey, you know what, let's just sit down and talk about this, because I can't keep, I feel like something's wrong, or something's up, or maybe this person just decided to just be upfront with you, and confess or something. And I really feel like during this talk, someone told someone that, look, I have a lot of love for you, I care for you, but I don't feel the same way that you feel for me. I don't. I can't. I'm not in love with you. Someone here could be turning down someone's love advances all the time. And I also feel like what may have happened is that someone knew that something was up because they stopped having sex with them. Like, this could be someone who was very, very active. You guys both, okay? You both enjoy each other. I'll just say that, okay? And you may have noticed there was a slowdown, and you knew something was up. Yeah, look, the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, like somebody was keeping a secret. They were bottling something up inside. Someone is just not, I'm hearing that song by Drew Hill. It's called We're Not Making Love No More. It's like, yeah. And then we got the Fool in reverse here. Someone here was very reckless, very foolish. Someone's distracted by very sexy, good-looking energies here with the Queen of Wands. Somebody's distraction, someone's reckless behavior is driven by their ego, their male or female ego. But I'm just saying, like, sexual nature. This is somebody who has a wandering eye. I mean, this is insane. And it's not as though they don't feel like you are attractive, Taurus, or it's not that at all. I just feel like this person is just like, it's, they're for the streets, baby. Okay. I'm just gonna put it like that. Whether they're a chick or a dude, they're for the streets. Okay. Yeah, we got the Seven of Cups in reverse. You're coming out of this illusion, most definitely. Someone here, just, they've missed their chance, and I really feel like a reality check had to be, I think it had to happen here. Like a divine intervention had to occur here. You had a Five of Cups in reverse. You're like, you know what? It is what it is. Let me move on here. I think you had a lot of hope for this connection, and I really feel like now you're just accepting it for what it is, and you're focused on healing. Also, that's also a forgiveness card. I really feel like that you may be looking back on this and realize how someone was holding back because they may have felt trapped in a situation. You may be looking at their side of things, starting to understand, how, this may have happened. You're not saying that you're okay with it and you're at peace. I'm just saying, like, you're not just so much as taking it as a direct attack on you, or maybe this is your confirmation that this wasn't personal. Okay, Taurus. Some of you guys may be feeling like, why me? Why would you do this to me? I've done nothing but be there for you. Am I not good enough? No. Okay, and this talk may have included that. This person may have said there's nothing that you have done wrong. I'm just not feeling you like that anymore. We are just growing apart. You may have been with this person for a very long time. Yeah. Yeah, the Six of Swords. And it came out in a challenge position, which tells me that somebody had trouble, like, moving on from this, moving on to calmer, more peaceful waters. On this picture, you see how there's a nice shiny house in the background. It looks all sunny and stuff over here. See, the sun is out over here and it's raining where you are right now. Like, someone's like, I'm just ready to come out of this. Okay. And I just want to go whichever way will get me to my happiness, I will do it. And I really feel like the best way to do it is by forgiving and letting go. Okay. It's not forgiving this person for this person. It's forgiving them for you, Taurus. I feel like you guys have shed a lot of tears over this. This is what I'm saying. I feel like this has been going on for a while. This may not have been the first time you caught someone cheating or lying or whatever deception this was. You may have forgiven them and just kept going with it, kept going with it, kept going with it. Or maybe this is the first time. But whatever it is, I really feel like that you're just ready to be happy. Look, the sun was right behind it. I didn't realize that. Yeah, you're looking at the situation. The sun illuminates things that we have trouble seeing. So with the Ace of Swords in reverse beside it, I feel like there was a lot of poor judgment here, a lot of confusion, a lot of miscommunication that led to destruction. Okay. And I really feel like that this is being illuminated to you now. Okay. You're starting to see that, you know what? There was a lot of poor judgment here. And for you guys that were with this person for a very long time, you guys may have been very young when you got together, like fresh out of high school, starting out in life, just, and you decide to stay together, which is good. But at the same time, when you sometimes when you start out that young and you haven't really discovered who you are and what you want yet, because life teaches you that, and when you don't have that experience and you kind of jump into a connection, sometimes you and the person both that you're with will discover that, hey, me and this person don't want the same thing anymore. And I don't want to hurt this person. I don't want them to feel like this is a direct attack on them, but this is just who I am. Yeah. The Queen of Cups is here with the Hangman in reverse. I really feel like that you were stalling, that you were resistant, that you were ignoring, or you just could not, because of your caring, emotionally mature nature, and you had a lot of empathy for this person, for the way that they were. I really feel like you just stuck by. And not that, and I don't want anybody beating themselves up for being the Queen of Cups ever. Okay, she's a sweetheart. That means you're a sweetheart energy. Okay, super intuitive, loving, good with great with kids, very creative. Very intuitive, very, like I said, healing nature. She wears her heart on her sleeve, and I really feel like you did that. And when you did that, it made it hard. Because you're in the energy, it made it hard for you to walk away. And I really feel like that you try to build a family on a battlefield. But there was a lot of deception, a lot of chaos, a lot of conflict. You try to build a 10 of Cups, which is like your family, your dreams come true on a freaking battlefield. Okay. Yeah. And that maybe there was a fear of change here with the Two of Wands in reverse. And this more indecision, this delayed plans. Yeah. Yeah. So Taurus, I again apologize for you getting your heart broken and shattered. But again, I feel like this is a blessing in disguise for you, because now you are free. You're free. You don't have to be weighted down by somebody else's recklessness. You don't have to be weighted down about your own, unhappiness anymore. You have options. And for this person, yes, what they did was absolutely wrong, Taurus. But you have to know that their lesson, their journey is their own, and there's nothing you can do about that. And if you have family with this person and you're definitely getting a divorce, I sincerely commend you if you guys try to just remain friends for the sake of the children. Okay, I feel like children deserve to have co-parenting in a right and safe way, in a fun way. But for most of you guys, I really feel like it's just something that was a long time coming. It was. And this is going to be an unexpected change. So it was a surprise. You know, somebody here, they just they just couldn't give you what you want, Taurus. It doesn't mean that you will never have what you deserve. It just means that this person cannot give that to you, and it's time for you to walk away so that you can have that. Whether it's with someone new or with you giving it to yourself, I really feel like that is the guidance here. And I see two happy cards here too. We'll take that one. Okay. So this is your oracle advice here, Taurus, okay? The first card out, keep going. It may feel as though you've been on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress towards your dreams. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going because you are almost there. Taurus, Spirit is telling for you to keep going. Okay? This is not your happy ending, and that means that it's still out there. You need to keep going and doing it, okay? Celebrate. You're being asked to celebrate a recent accomplishment, no matter how big or small. Do something special to commemorate the moment. You deserve that and so much more. Spirit wants you to celebrate yourself. Celebrate who you are. Celebrate the fact that you are freeing yourself and you are making a major life decision that is going to put you in a better position to receive blessings in life, okay? Have faith. It's not always easy to have faith and to trust that everything is going to be okay, yet you still must do exactly that. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. So, yeah, Spirit wants you to keep your faith, okay? No matter how dark it gets, it's going to, I mean, it can't stay dark forever, okay? All right, Taurus, I'm going to end your message there, and I really hope that resonated, and I hope that you enjoyed it, okay? I'm going to talk to you guys later, okay? Love you. Bye.